Fear-based leadership, controlling through intimidation. There's a certain silence that exists in some workplaces. Not the silence of focus, but the silence of fear. People speak carefully. They avoid eye contact in meetings. They triple-check decisions not to get them right, but to avoid being punished. This is the world created by fear-based leadership, a place where authority replaces connection and intimidation replaces respect. Part 1. How fear sneaks in. Fear in leadership rarely enters loudly. It begins with small behaviors, a raised voice over a small mistake, public criticism disguised as motivation, a leader who believes pressure equals performance. At first, the team rationalizes it. He's just stressed. She means well. It's just how they are. But over time, something shifts. People begin to adjust, not to excellence, but to survival. They stop taking risks. They stop challenging bad ideas. They stop speaking truth. Because the message is clear: stay small, stay silent, stay safe. Part 2. The psychology behind intimidation. Fear-based leadership doesn't come from strength, it comes from insecurity. Leaders who lack emotional intelligence lean on intimidation because it gives them a shortcut to compliance. They don't trust influence, so they rely on control. They don't trust respect, so they demand obedience. To them, fear feels like effectiveness. People move quickly. People avoid mistakes. People don't argue. But here's the truth: fear doesn't create alignment, it creates anxiety. And anxious people don't do their best work. They do the safest work. Part 3. The hidden damage. Fear may produce results at first, but it destroys everything that makes a team sustainable. Creativity disappears because no one wants to be wrong. Ownership collapses because everyone waits for permission. Trust dies because leadership becomes unpredictable. And worst of all, fear creates turnover. Talented people don't stay where they feel threatened. They leave to find leaders, not rulers. What's left behind is a team that doesn't perform, they comply. And compliance without passion is the slow death of any organization. Part 4. The shift. Leading through respect, not fear. So how does a leader break this cycle? Not with apologies, but with change. Create psychological safety. Let people speak without punishment. Replace blame with curiosity. Ask why it happened before deciding who is at fault. Give feedback privately and appreciation publicly. And most importantly, listen. Not to defend, but to understand. Because real leadership isn't about being feared. It's about being trusted. Closing thought. Emotional anchor. Fear can force compliance, but only respect creates loyalty. And in the end, the legacy of a leader isn't found in how many people they controlled, but in how many people they lifted, empowered, and made better. So ask yourself, are people following you because they have to, or because they want to? That answer reveals everything.